Alright, so I kind of suck at this, but here's my second video. We're going to be in Ring today, and I'm going to be in the Phoenix. Uh, and this is actually whenever I completed that quest they had a while back, where you had to get a Kraken. So, I'd never really got one before, and so it was kind of a new experience, you know what I mean? But even whenever I was looking for this Kraken, my primary objective is always, always, always going to be to win the game, not off, trying to go rogue and just get some kills. So if I was in a torpedo boat, I wouldn't be, bypassing the capture zones and trying to torpedo, battleships in the back or something stupid, or try and chase down the aircraft carrier. I always try and capture my side. Now, I selected the right side because there's an island that protrudes into the capture zone. So I swing kind of right so I can, once I get inside, I can turn hard left and, protect my flank. So I know I'm about to get spotted, and there it goes. I got spotted. I'll let everybody know. And now, something that holds true for not just trying to get the Kraken, but also, just in general, is usually you want to kill the smallest ship first. So, if you were talking, just any old game where you're not trying to get a Kraken and you see a destroyer, you want to kill the destroyer first, And it can be a strategy for normal gameplay, but you need to be a little more fluid. But take out the cruisers next. Cruisers, and they can be dropped pretty quickly. Like, you saw that I just got a double Citadel, right? And another Citadel. If they're willing to give you their sides like this, they're done. So 4 Citadels and he's done. But only 16,000 damage. Then you see a battleship with like 60,000 health. Well, if you kill the battleship, yeah, you're going to have a much higher damage gain, but you're going to have less kills. So I was hoping to get some plunging fire on this Phoenix. Like maybe get a plunging Citadel. Highly unlikely. He's angled, and on top of that, it's really far. So then I decided maybe I can set this Corvette on fire. But I'm feeling kind of exposed, So I end up deciding, well, maybe I'll let them get a little bit closer. So I think that's probably my last shot. They both disappear. Now I start scanning around, and I see this St. Louis over here. Now, he's a tier below, but he is essentially getting pretty close to the max range, and he is just ducking, diving, and juking. He is moving. So I don't get any really solid, substantial hits on him. But this was actually to serve a secondary purpose. I wanted to let them get a little bit closer. Or at least that was what my hope was. But truth be told, the battleship that was on my side had a different plan, and he was keeping them at bay. So I just ended up firing some HE at this guy until he goes out of my max range. Now you notice I actually probably only got off one round before he actually left my max range. But, oh well, it was done. Also important, you saw how I had that mountain symbol for a second there, and you'll see it again here in a second. What that means is you're gonna, there it is, that means you're gonna hit a hill when you shoot, which is why I didn't shoot at him. And then you'll see another one that's like a little line. Well, I think it's like an arrow and a line or something like that. That one, right there. And that means your shots are gonna not hit any land masses or anything in between. Once again, I'm going for the plunging fire. But they're both booking it away from me. So, I mean, it's slim to none. So I switch over to HE, because he's at my max range. And I decided to start shooting this guy. And I also realized I need to start chasing him down. Now this Corvette, he's primarily focused on the battleship over there, which is good for me. It allows me to, drop HE on him and hopefully start a fire. I realize I need to adjust forward just a little bit, maybe land some shots. But remember, my primary goal is still to eradicate this Phoenix. Now if I don't have that Phoenix available, I'm not going to ignore it. But if you see on the top of the screen, there's a torpedo bomber coming at me. Now, this is a tactic I like to employ. I go directly towards them. Now, are they going to bomb me? Yes, but they're not prepared for the fact that I started coming towards them. So even if I was to hit one of these torpedoes, which I don't, luckily, but let's say I hit the one on the left right now. See when it turned red? If I would have hit it with my nose, it wouldn't have even been armed yet. So it still wouldn't have caused any damage, and it would have been pretty much irrelevant. So, just a nice little tactic. Now, you can't always get away with it, but, at least try. It's just something you can add to your playbook. I'm just looking around, seeing if I'm going to get hit again with a torpedo. Now, you see those? He just shot at me, but I'm hyper-focused. I'm more concerned with this guy over here. I do get some turns in, but I'm not paying attention. I see the splashes, but I remembered he was focused on the other guy and wasn't paying me much attention, but he is now. Fire off a couple of rounds. I look again for the Phoenix. He's kind of missing. But you notice another important thing that I've seen. Whenever you're playing, whenever you shoot, don't stay down the scope. Back out. And look around. See where you're at. And look at your positioning. I'm definitely not the most seasoned. There's guys that have been playing this for years. I've got like 3 months. But I'm starting to figure things out. So now I finally got that Phoenix. And my goal was to whittle him down as fast as possible. Trying to throw his shots off, I adjusted my throttle. I went down really, really slow, and now I'm flooring it again. But I'm going to put my nose directly at him. Because you can get like 5 or 6 guns, I think it's 5, with maintaining a good angle. And even if you don't have a great angle, you still get like 3. So, there went a Citadel. So now my goal is to just kind of stay just slightly at an angle where I can get those guns out and just start lighting him up. Now, I'm surprised at how long it took me to get him. You can see he has just a little bit of an angle, but I figured he would have been over already by now. Notice he's not causing much of any damage. I get that Citadel. I see the torpedo. And then I decide to go ahead and finish this up. And as always... Oh, well. You get those Citadels. That does the work. It just gets him down faster. And like, same thing with this hoe shot. Alright. So, when you start tearing these guys up, it starts that I always go for armor penetrating, And see, when you get the aircraft carriers, I don't know why, but they're just usually super weak. And I'm pretty sure if you take a destroyer, you can punch through their sides. Now, once again, hyper focused. It's hard. I say don't do it, but I do it. But I finally start moving, paying attention to where I'm at, what I'm doing.
Our victory is in sight.
And he's not dead. That's where it works out like that sometimes. Because you just end up leaving him with like a sliver of health no matter what. And he's dead this time. Slap. Alright, so that's 3 kills. 13 Citadels. Holy moly. And I just cracked 100. Or a little over. Now I switched to HE because the only thing left is a destroyer and a battleship. I'm not going to effectively punch through a battleship. And I will over-penetrate a destroyer. Now, once again, lighter ship first. I see that destroyer, so I'm going to go after him first. Now, his spotting range is like 5 kilometers, so I need to close the gap just a little bit. Oh, 5.1 is when I seen him. And you gotta get good at killing destroyers. Because if you see one, you kill it. It's always like #1 priority. Now, you notice I popped my sonar. If he would have popped smoke, it would have helped me spot him. But it also helped me spot those torpedoes in the water. Just always keep that in your knowledge. Now, I don't know why I switched to AP here. Not a very smart move. But I did. And it doesn't do much. And nothing, and nothing. So, and a lot more nothing. So, but I realized I got 963 hit points. I got to do something. So I turn sideways, drop a torpedo in the water. I always forget I have them because they usually fly, or not fly. I guess captain. U.S. cruisers. That's my #1 go-to. So, and most of them don't have it. Beautiful. And then went to Kraken. It's just a flesh wound. Kraken Unleashed. First Blood. Confederate. And High Caliber. 13 Citadels. And 5 ships sank. And as you can see, I got more than double second place. I was putting in work. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.